One point we realized that there are a lot of things that people are extremely good at. There are a lot of things that people enjoy doing. But there are, of course, a lot of tasks that machines are good at that people like to train the machines and leave it to the machines.
Yes.
And it's not just an aspect of being bored at doing it or not enjoying it, it's also a slightly risky.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Grow IT podcast once again. Your host here, Tragana King, and today we are very excited to have our guest, Mr. Suresh Mathew from Sedai. And we will be diving into his story a little bit today, as well as what it is his company does, and some engaging insights into the technology industry. So make sure to stick around. But without further ado, Suresh, welcome. Please, if you don't mind, just to quickly introduce yourself and tell our listeners a quick snippet of your story. That'd be great.
Thank you, Krag. It is nice to be here. Excited to talk about Sedai. And what I do, I was at eBay PayPal ecosystem for the past 12 years.
Oh wow.
Left my company in 2020 to start Sedai. And Sedai is an autonomous cloud management solution that helps you run your applications at the best availability, cost, and performance. The key difference between fully autonomous and automation is what the market today is extremely good at. Autonomy is something that we are now embarking that journey. Be it cars, be it rocket ships,
Okay.
be it software, be it cloud management. Things are generally moving to being autonomous.
Okay. That's very interesting. Tell me, Suresh. So, I mean, how did you get into like this specific business sector? Was
Yeah.
it what like initially sparked that interest that that made you so passionate about it?
Yeah, I was at eBay PayPal, and that's where we were managing one of the largest OpenStack fleet in the world. And one point we realized that there are a lot of things that people are extremely good at.
Mhm.
There are a lot of things that people enjoy doing. But there are, of course, a lot of tasks that machines are good at that people like to train the machines and leave it to the machines.
Yes.
And it's not just an aspect of being bored at doing it or not enjoying it, it's also a slightly risky, right? So this creative decision making is something that humans generally enjoy, but decision making with a lot of risks that's not super creative is not something that humans enjoy. With that philosophy, we started looking at our cloud and decided, you know what, there are a lot of operations that can be autonomous, not really need human involvement. And that's when we started this journey of building autonomous systems to manage our cloud. That's how we started the journey, and here we are.
Okay, I see. I understand now. Tell me, so, based on your expertise, what are like the current market trends that you are, aware of what's happening out there? What ways are the wind blowing these days, as they say?
Yeah. AI generally, I think it's almost at its like hype cycle peak of excitement, right? So that's where everybody is trying to use AI. Unfortunately, at this time, you got your hammer first, which is AI, and now most of us are looking at a good nail to use that hammer. So now, hammer first, nail second is not a great position to be in, but that's where most of the companies are. I have AI, I know it can do a lot of things, but what can I do with it? How can I help my team use AI? And that probably is a major trend at this point. Figuring that out is what the leaders are doing, and many of them are figuring it out the right way now. Now, from an industry standpoint, I believe that medical industry will have probably the largest positive impact with this.
Yeah.
And there is a huge possibility of having doctors upskilling their tasks and not just looking at patients with usual things, or the first set of consultation
Setups.
would be done by the AI, and the rest
Yeah.
probably would need the human involvement. It's similar in driving to generally transportation, right? There is a fear in the market that this automobile insurance, that industry is soon going to die, or it's almost on the verge of doing it. There won't be a lot of accidents if there are a lot of autonomous cars. That's another area, but I don't believe that's going to be the case. There will still be cars, but there will be a lot of autonomous cars. I never thought I will, in my lifetime, I would see a driverless car in San Francisco City, right?
Yeah. I think until Mr. Elon Musk came around, right? So
Yeah. Even taking it to the next step, right? So if you look at Cruise, they are on it. So you can see autonomous cars available for rides in San Francisco. Yeah. So
yeah.
and it's the same for cloud management too. So cloud management as well. I think one area where AI can make a huge impact is really management of your cloud applications,
Yeah.
be it your normal traditional applications or your big data applications or your AI applications. All of these can be managed for the most part with a learning platform.
Okay. Understood. The the uh, the at the moment AI is, I think you'll agree with me, AI in the IT sector or market for that matter is like a buzzword. And along with that buzzword, I've been picking up that autonomous cloud management is becoming like a hot topic, in the tech world, like as well. So, if you don't mind, if we can just, just for everybody to understand a bit better, if you don't mind, just to explain a bit deeper, is that what autonomous cloud management first off is, right? And then secondly, how it works and the key benefits it brings to an organization looking to optimize their cloud operations, if that makes sense.
Sure. I think the best way to explain is really, let's take an analogy, right? So
Right.
GPS versus an autonomous car, right?
Okay.
GPS gives you directions from place A to place B.
Yeah.
You can add more features to it, saying, look at my traffic and give me the best route from place A to place B. Look at the surrounding lanes and give me the best lane to drive.
Yes.
Also integrate with the camera and say, you know what, is it safe to take a left or a right? Right?
Yeah.
So that's how you start enhancing your GPS.
Got it.
By no means you can assume that one day these enhancements will result in an autonomous car.
Mm.
That's that's not going to happen. You will have a well refined, awesome GPS, but it is never going to take your driving seat. It is never going to do that.
Replace that.
Yeah. So that's not the goal of a GPSs. That's how automation is, right? That's the best analogy for automation. You can help people to an extent where decisioning would still be with the humans, the people, and you will have the system helping people, right? Now, autonomy is the next path where you're not just helping, you are taking over some tasks. Again, when I say take over, it's not a replacement
Okay.
procedure. It is still replacing the boring tasks from humans and upskilling or up-leveling their current tasks. Meaning, for instance, you go into a cloud management um, section, you will see
Yes.
a lot of tasks out there. And some of them are super repetitive. Some of them have a lot of impact. Some of them are super risky, right? And if you have 100 tasks, there would be some tasks that are well equipped to be taken by machines. There are some tasks that humans are typically interested in. Now, that's exactly the first step of building an autonomous system. You take those tasks that are best suited for machines and try to execute it on their behalf. It's not the decision making, meaning taking the left or the right, is not really an alert to the user. It is taking it, right? Now, there is
Okay.
another confusion, a subtle point there.
Yeah.
People would still automate these based on rules and think they are autonomous. No, they are still automated because your rules are still written by humans.
Mm.
Humans say if my car is below 50 miles, bring it above 50. That's a rule. Now, if you hit another car, who is responsible? It's a person who wrote the rule. So it's a thin line, but the impact is huge. There is nothing common between an autonomous system and an automated system. It is, if you write an automated system, it will not one day become an autonomous system. Your websites can change, but your
Yes.
engine cannot be a self-driving car ever, right? Now, autonomous system decision making is the key. Are you able to take a better decision than a human and take them out of harm's way? Can you avoid an accident by humans? Can you make sure that everybody is reaching their place faster? Can you make sure that generally people have a good time reading another newspaper while driving and
Mm.
probably take over the car when it's fun to drive, right? Can you do such things? That's where autonomy comes in. It's really helping people upskilling their tasks, up leveling their tasks. So now machines can take over some of these mundane tasks.
Those tedious tasks. And so for that obviously will lift up productivity as well. And for, like you said, it's not there to replace the human necessarily, but it's there to enhance the human. If I
Correct. Correct.
understand it correctly. Got it.
Yes.
So now a bit more, if regarding your business, what would you say is the most significant value your business can bring to the marketplace? And with that service offering, what is it that, how do you guys currently communicate that service offering to the market as well?
Sure. Uh, the first advantage of having an autonomous system is safety, avoidance of incidents. You will have a lot less production incidents when an autonomous system is handling your production. And the system itself will make zero mistakes. And the reason why I use the word zero and not less is because the algo will not let it make mistakes. Okay. And the second aspect is really your cost.
Yes.
Now, many a times when you manage cloud by rules, the rules tend to be not less, more conservative. And when you have conservative rules, your efficiency would be a lot less because you don't want to really save a lot of money and cause a lot of incidents. So generally, you will have a conservative rule there. With an
Okay.
autonomous system, that becomes a problem for the machines and not for humans. That makes that you can now tap into that opportunity, right? That buffer, additional cushion of saving cost would be a lot easier to tackle with an autonomous system. And the third, of course, is performance. And in many applications, when we try to optimize, we just did not optimize for cost. We got cost and performance both a lot better. And of course, productivity impact is heavy, heavy. When you look at tasks as a pyramid of work, right?
Yes.
Generally, the bottom of the pyramid is the risky, mundane task. Nobody wants to do it.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So those tasks you can leave it to the autonomous system and take the task right above or beyond that. Now your teams will start enjoying work. There'll be a lot more fun, happy teams, a lot
Mm.
more efficient work. There will be a lot. It's a lot better. It's a better environment if you have an autonomous system in that place.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for that explanation. I actually understand a lot better now. The and then if I may ask just a bit of a holistic, broad view question, in your opinion, what type of mindset would you say is like needed to be successful in, as a founder of a company? What are those some of those golden nuggets you can provide us with from a mindset point of view?
Yeah. In my mind, there are three tasks, okay, or three qualifications, tasks of for a founder, and qualifications to be a great founder. Right. The first and foremost is hire the best, hire a great team, right? Hire people better than you. So you should have a team, and they should be better than you. You should be comfortable enough to hire them.
Good point.
The second thing is always look for a product market fit. Build a great product, a product that people would want, right? It's one thing to build a product, it's another thing to build a product that people love,
Yeah.
right? That's a second key point. The third is learn to run the company with the lowest cost possible, because in this process, you will make a lot of mistakes
Mm.
and you would want enough time to correct those. In a startup journey, I would say you seldom make right decisions, right?
Okay.
Probably get a chance to make one or two good decisions.
Yeah.
And those are the things that would help you run this or make this company successful. You need to have your burn rate in such a low, burn it as low as possible, so you can afford to make some of these mistakes.
All right. That is very much profound. I think that's a good couple of key points that I think we can take with us today. And then, it was lovely to talk to you. I think when it comes to autonomous cloud management, I believe there's a couple of people out there that was not aware of everything that it can do and what it is and what it's not. So thank you for coming on. But tell me, Suresh, where can people find you guys at?
Yeah, to learn more about an autonomous cloud management system, or even if you need help in building one, you don't have to essentially buy Sedai at all times. We can help you build one. But
Yes.
for that, find us at www.sedai.io. That's where you can find us. Come talk to us. We will share our journey with you. We'll also help you take the journey.
Oh, lovely. Sedai, thanks for your time today. Thanks for hopping on. Everybody, thank you for listening and enjoy your day. All the best. Thanks, Sedai.
Thank you for having me, Treg. It was really fun having this conversation.
Thanks, sir. Take care. Bye now.
Bye.